Good afternoon, and welcome back to episode number 22. So, a few changes since you were last here. Now, we have had to sell some sheep and sell some cows. We got £9,180 for the sheep and just under £74,000 for the cows, making a total of just under £83,000. Now, the reason for that sell is that we have added in the realistic animal losses mod and the enhanced animals mod. And what that does is when I first put it in, it completely got rid of a whole load of my animals. So I took it out, sold them, and then came back in. And as you can see, we have lambs. We have added a ram because we need that to reproduce. But we have dropped down to about 10 sheep and 1 ram. And in here, we have dropped down to quite a few less. I think it's about 100 in total now. 101, sorry, because we've got calves. And again, we have purchased a bull for the reproduction. So if we jump into the animals mod, the animals menu, you can see here we've got our sheep, we've got our lamb, we've got our ram, and we've got our calves, heifers, cows, and bulls. So that's one change that we've made. So that's given us a whole load of money. Now what we have also done is we have picked up a contract, a grass baling contract in field 75. We need to jump in the tractor and head down to that field. We've already sent the mower, the trailer and the baler down, which we have rented the baler, which we plan to keep to be able to do contracts with. Let's try and get in the right vehicle, shall we? Now, the plan for today, this episode, is that we're going to get this grass contract done. We're then going to move into December. We'll need to make sure that the sheep and the chickens and the cows have got enough food in that month, as well as potentially look at some weeding in the fields that we planted in the last episode. So fields 29, 31 and 33. We'll then move on again into January and look to sell a whole load of slurry and digestate to the slurry yard because they'll be at their best price. And potentially, if we've got a decent amount of money, we'll look to buy the oil mill and move the sunflowers to there. So a few jobs in the plan, and we'll see how we get on. So what I think we'll do, we will stick the mowing and the baling on a bit of a time-lapse / montage. We'll see how we get on, potentially do a bit of both, and I'll see you back here very soon. Okay. So that's the mowing all finished. So what we'll do now is we'll move on to a bit of baling, and again I think I'll put this on a bit of a, and to start with I'll pop it on a bit of a time lapse, and we'll join you back in after a bit of a time lapse montage, and we'll see you then. Okay, so we are just finishing up this field with the baling. Now I did realise once we'd started the baling that we had it set on 125 centimetre bales, so it's quite a few to pick up, and therefore because of the 125 centimetre bales it has missed some bits where, because it runs quite quickly, the baler hasn't been able to keep up. So I'm just going to go and hit those last little bits because we might as well try and take as much of the grass as we can, because we can keep some of the silage that we don't have to sell. So I will join you back when we are just finishing up loading our first load of bales. Okay, so we are just picking up these bales. Just picking up the ones that have managed to go down the fence. I think we are full. Yeah, we are. So let's see where we need to run this. I can't remember. Contract. Need to take it to the bale main shop, which is, I believe, oh no, bale main shop. There we go. Just in there, so not too far. I'll go and run those over. I'll run the rest over as well, and I will see you when we are depositing the last load that we need to sell for the contract before we can keep the rest. So I'll see you again momentarily. Okay, so I think if my maths is correct, this should be the last 12 bales needed to complete the contract. In which case, we will then go and collect the rest of the bales. We'll stick them in the silage. Well, actually, we'll go and stick them in the cows straight away, because they'll already be silage because of the contract. Yes, normally we'd have to let them ferment, but obviously because of the contract, they will already be silage. And we should all be good. So let's go. There we go. Yes, we got a little bit of money, but that was always going to happen because I'd worked it out that we needed 11.2 bales. So we were always going to get a little bit. So I will pick up the rest of the bales in the field, and I'll join you back when we're back at the yard. Okay, so here we are, running back into the yard. We'll dump this into the cow's shed, if it'll take them. Which at the moment it won't, so I will look into that. But that's fine. So the next job then really is I'll put the machines away and then we'll move into December. Well, good morning, welcome back. Now we skipped through to November because I had forgotten I was going to do that. But that's fine. I fed all the animals, made sure they were okay. I've now skipped through to December and done the same thing again. And we're going to get on with some weeding. So we are going to roll through and get these fields done. Now I'm going to put these on a montage this time. We did all of the baling in a time lapse, so we'll do this on a bit of a montage for you guys. Then we'll look to skip through to January and we'll deal with the slurry digestate and the oil and the sunflowers. So sit back, relax, enjoy the montage, and I'll see you all very soon. Okay, so welcome back. We are just starting to sell our slurry to the slurry yard. We're going to pick up the digestate and bring it down here, and then we're going to bring our final load of slurry down here and sell that as well. So I think that's probably where we are going to leave the episode today. If you could like, subscribe. If you fancy commenting, I look at all the comments and I will respond to them. But I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now. and cheerio.